So Mark, tell me more about how you've been coping with the move. It must be quite an adjustment, right?
I took a deep breath, hoping my voice sounded normal. Inside, my bladder was staging a full-on rebellion. The pressure was mounting, and I could feel every second ticking by.
See, I, Jenna, social worker extraordinaire, made the rookie mistake of chugging an extra-large coffee right before Mark arrived. It was one of those mornings where I needed every ounce of energy I could get. I needed it. The morning had been a whirlwind of paperwork, phone calls, and emotional turmoil, the usual Tuesday stuff. My desk was a mess, and my mind was even messier.
But now, as Mark delved into the complexities of finding a new dry cleaner in his neighborhood, I was regretting that caffeine boost. Big time. His words seemed to stretch on forever, each one a reminder of my growing discomfort.
My internal monologue was basically just one long, why coffee, why? I could barely focus on what Mark was saying, my mind fixated on the nearest restroom. It was a battle of willpower, and I was losing.
Mark continued, oblivious to my internal struggle. He was going on and on about this new dry cleaner he had discovered. It was as if he had found the holy grail of laundry services. I tried to focus on his words, but my mind was elsewhere. He really liked this new dry cleaner, it turned out. They were efficient, affordable, and most importantly, eco-friendly. Mark couldn't stop raving about how they use special eco-friendly starch. They use special eco-friendly starch. It was supposed to be better for the environment and for the clothes. Mark was clearly impressed.
My smile was starting to feel a little strained. I nodded along, trying to seem interested, but all I could think about was how badly I needed to use the restroom. I subtly shifted in my seat. Maybe if I moved just a little, it would ease the pressure. But no, it only made things worse.
Come on, bladder, cooperate, I silently pleaded. This was not the time for a bathroom emergency. Years of holding it in during staff meetings and court hearings had to count for something, right? I had trained for this moment, enduring countless hours of discomfort. It was practically an Olympic sport at this point, the amount of self-control required. I took a deep breath and tried to focus on Mark's words again.
And the best part, Mark said, his voice filled with enthusiasm, was that they had a loyalty program. He was practically glowing with excitement. They have a loyalty program, he exclaimed, as if it was the most amazing thing in the world. Oh, the irony. My bladder had zero loyalty to me at this very moment. I forced a smile and nodded, hoping this conversation would end soon so I could make a dash for the restroom. My foot started tapping. I crossed my legs, then uncrossed them. Subtlety was out the window. I was pretty sure I was doing that weird wiggle that kids do when they have to pee.
Is everything okay, Jenna?
Oh yes, absolutely. Just, getting comfortable.
Smooth, Jenna, real smooth.
My brain was screaming. This was my life now. Trapped by my own good intentions and a very insistent bladder. Desperate times, desperate measures. We've all been there, stuck in a situation where we just need to get out, but we want to do it gracefully.
I had to get out of there. The meeting was dragging on, and I could feel my patience wearing thin.
Mark, you know what? This is all really helpful, I said, standing up abruptly. I could see the surprise in his eyes, but I had to make my move. Let's take a quick break, and then we can dive into some coping strategies for dealing with the stress of moving. It was the perfect excuse to escape the room.
Mark seemed a little surprised, but he agreed. I could see the relief on his face too. Maybe he needed a break as much as I did.
I practically ran to the bathroom, the relief washing over me like a tidal wave. It was a moment of pure bliss, away from the chaos of the office.
As I washed my hands, I chuckled to myself. Sometimes the simplest escapes are the most satisfying.
Social work. It wasn't just about changing lives. It was about navigating the minefield of your own bodily functions with grace. The pressure, the stress, it all adds up. And, hopefully, without mortifying yourself. Every day was a new challenge, but moments like these made it all worthwhile.
Back in my office, I apologized to Mark, blaming my caffeine intake.
He laughed, admitting he'd been there too.
We both agreed that bathroom breaks were a basic human right, even for social workers.
But that little incident got me thinking.
Self-care isn't just about face masks and bubble baths.
It's about listening to your body, even when it's sending you urgent messages in the middle of a session.
It's about recognizing that even superheroes need bathroom breaks.
And maybe, just maybe, switching to decaf before important meetings.